Hi Austin, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps, here to do your video analysis on your hitting. We're going to talk about your setup, your swing plane, your position at contact, how you get your lower half involved, and then your finish. So let's get started. Let's get you in a position you're ready to hit here. Okay, so from a setup standpoint, Austin, nice wide base, feet parallel, good things, nice high hand position, really athletic stance, so everything good there. Let's see what happens here when you take your stride. Good load. Okay. Okay, I'll watch another swing here. Okay, Austin, one thing you gotta remember, bud, okay, you must be a high school guy by now, it's as big as you are. You start facing, real velocity, upper 80s and 90s, okay? As that ball's coming towards you, buddy, you don't want that head moving forward. See how far your head moves? And that's going to be very difficult. It takes your eyes off plane. Okay? What I want you to think about when you're doing your stride, Austin, is just to have your foot go forward. Don't transfer any body weight. You have a great looking load there. Looks like you're 60-40 on your backside, which is perfect. But when you stride, okay, that stride foot should be down already, and you should be initiating your swing. But instead, you're leaking forward, and you're losing a lot of power right there. You're losing the possibility of getting all you can out of your body by leaking forward like that. That's just too much movement going that way. So you got an 85 to 90 mile an hour fastball coming in, and your eyes are moving towards that baseball as it comes. I mean, that's difficult. There's a reason why the guy in Seattle, that Ichiro, is the only guy that hits the way he does. You have to have, unbelievable eye-hand coordination in order to do what you're doing. So I would, my suggestion would be to think about your stride as just your front foot reaching towards the pitcher. The reason we stride is to get on time. The pitcher comes to a set, his hands separate, we stride. Or the pitcher gets to a certain position, his wind up, we stride. That's how we get on time with the pitcher. There's 3 separate moves there. You load, you stride, and you swing. It's not load, stride, swing. And on the reverse side of that, it's not load, stride, swing. So you got to have some rhythm and some tempo in order to become a good hitter. So you want to make sure that everything you do is 1, 2, 3. Okay? So make sure that stride foot, you don't transfer weight in your stride foot, your head stays quieter. Let's talk about your swing plane. I'm not sure this is a good pitch to look at. Let's look at another one. Okay, good load there. Okay, so what it looks like to me though, Austin, is your hands just go down at the baseball. Okay, and that's going to cause you to kind of drag that barrel along for the ride a little bit. When you're in this position, bud, okay, your hands should be going forward as your barrel is dropping down into the contact point. You're from Dallas. Watch who's that left? Nelson Cruz. Watch him how his hands move forward and his barrel goes down. And all thing your hands do is go down here. They don't move forward at all. They're going down, but they're not really moving forward. Okay? So see that barrel angle right there? Like this? That barrel still should be up here someplace. I mean, you're obviously you're way out in front of this pitch, but we got to improve your barrel angle right there. We gotta get, I mean, I'm not saying, Austin, you can't hit hard balls that way. I'm just saying you're not going to be as consistent because there's not as much barrel surface for you to hit that way. When your barrel's level, and when I watch you swing, your barrel never gets level. Okay, when it gets to here, your barrel, okay, right there it is level, but then it just keeps going down. Okay, if you were making contact right there, buddy, if this ball was right, you know, right there, you'd be in great shape. Because that's right there is pretty good. But as you go forward, gravity kind of pushes your barrel down, and you get that angle right there, which is not very productive from a standpoint of being consistent. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's talk about your lower half. Okay? So we're on the same page. Austin, we're trying to, in our swing, we're trying to create energy with our lower half by driving this knee down to the inside of that front foot. Okay? We watch what your knee does here. Okay? That's a pretty good angle right there. Again, this would be great if this was an outside pitch and you were actually making contact right there. I mean, that would be so good you would not believe. That would be a fantastic position to hit in right there. Your chest right there is, I mean, golly, it's perfect. You're facing the second baseman right there, just where you want to be at that position. Okay, this arm right here is dynamite. This arm is even better. Your fingernails on this hand are up, the other ones are down. I mean, that's really, really good right there. Your barrel angle, we can live with right there. Even though it's still a little bit down, but we can live with that. But we can't let it go any lower than that. Okay? Now, how do you tell, Austin, whether you're driving that knee down hard enough? I'll give you a little clue for you. Your front foot, this area right in here, the inside of your front foot, should, right now, you should be having the worst time trying to keep it on the ground. It should be wanting to roll over so bad that you have to fight it like nobody's business. Okay? If your foot just lays there and you don't have an issue with that at all, you're not pushing hard enough. This move you're making with your backside is violent. Okay? When I go to scout high school players for my college, I'm looking for guys with fast hands. Okay? And guys that know how to get their lower half involved in their swing. And you make a good move there, but I don't see that foot doing much. Okay? I should see it actually peaking a little bit because it hurts. You're putting so much force on it to roll over. And when you do that, when you prevent that from happening like that, you're creating resistance. When you create resistance, you create power, energy, bat speed, all things you want as a hitter. So, I mean, you have some really good angles to your body, but we got to improve that barrel angle a little bit and your path to the baseball. Finish is fine, no issues there at all. Okay, let me give you a drill to do, bud. I'm going to give you two drills. One is just a tee behind drill. Have somebody flip you soft toss, okay, and have the soft toss guy throwing you pitches, right in here. Okay, so your barrel angle is like this. It comes down, goes over the top of the tee, and we're flat all the way through here, all the way through the contact area. It's called a tee behind drill. The second drill I want you to do is called a tee under drill. I want you to take a tee and put it right underneath your hands, right in here in your setup, almost touching your back toe, the tee would be. Okay? That's going to force your hands to go forward and not just down. Okay? That's called a tee under drill. So grab a tee. If you have to put it on a bucket, make it high enough for you. You look like a pretty big kid. If not, just raise it up. And so it's right underneath your hands to force your hands to go forward instead of just down. They need to do both, Austin. They need to go forward and down. But the forward part is just as important as the down part. And right now your hands are just going down. But I'll tell you what, young man, you got a chance to hit. There's some really good things, really good angles to your body at the point of contact if you can let the ball travel a little longer. So keep up the good work, and I look forward to seeing you at another ABC baseball camp. Thank you.